All right. Right. Now this song is called DYWTYLM. So I think it's Latin. No, I'm kidding. I would guess it's an acronym. But there's only one way to find out. Okay, let's try and crack the code of this title. Do you wish that you love me? That's it. Ooh. This is cute.
Do you roll with the waves? Or do you duck into deep blue safety? Is it always the same?
Listen how different the vocal post-production is. There's no reverb. His voice is completely dry. That was just, it's such a thrill. I was tempted to try and figure out, what time signature is this in? It's so uneven. And then I remembered that usually when you have a hard time figuring out what time signature is in, it's probably just in 4/4 and they just don't want you to know or care. They just want you to kind of just go with it and sit into all of the weird kind of So we're just going to do that. I don't know what time signature it's in, and that's okay. I'm just going to roll with the waves.
Do you wish that you loved me? Do you pull out the chains? Or do you push into constant aching each and every day? Do you wish that you loved me? Is there something you give that you will never receive in return? Do you know what it is? Do you wish that you loved me? Now are you trying to live like everything is a lesson to learn? Can you ever?
Someone had a very good time with the drum sampler. Okay, drum sampler. It's just. And because there's no reverb like on anything, on the percussion, on the drums, on the vocals, it's odd because it's kind of like someone just got, a sample pack and they haven't processed them and they're just like, doink, doink. And it's just so unusual. We always want people to be like, oh no, like this is a custom sample that I have put this very rare kind of reverb on. No, it's not reverb, it's reverb. I designed it myself. Everything's trying to be so unique and custom. And I guess we had a lot of unique custom sounds in the song before. So this is kind of like a big breath of fresh air. It's like, nope, fresh out the sample packs, just there's your snare. And it's cool, it's awkward. But to be frank, what he's asking someone is quite awkward, isn't it? If someone asks you, do you wish that you loved me? How do you answer that question? So that is really kind of being conveyed with this very awkward, very naked vocal and percussion. It's definitely in 4/4 now, I can hear it. It's a little bit more on the nose. I'm enjoying this. This is refreshing. I am refreshed.
Loved me. Now are you trying to live like everything is a lesson to learn? Can you ever forgive yourself? Do you wish that you loved me? My reflection just won't smile back at me like I know it should, and I would turn into a stranger in an instant if I could.
Oh, his lyrics.
There is something eating me alive. I don't know what it is. Maybe not that you conceal your feelings, they just don't exist. Do you ever believe that we can turn into different people? It's getting harder.
All right, here's a layer for you. We had reflection just won't that.
Not that you conceal your.
But now we've got something rather different. It sounds like what he's done here is record.
Do you ever believe?
So all we're hearing is an additional layer of like airy diction. Oh, this is cool. To create some atmosphere around the lead vocal that isn't plugins.
Do you ever believe that we can turn into different people? It's getting harder to be myself. Do you wish that you loved me?
Oh, nice.
Could we ever release? Is it better to just not
rhythm.
feel? Can we hit delete? Do you wish that you loved me? There's
Now we've got a different method of harmonization. This is, I would put my money. I always laugh when I say it, but like I've got money. I mean, I'm sorry. Sorry. I would bet that is now like a vocoder, like a harmonizer that he's put on the voice there.
Do you wish that you loved me?
Very deliberately, because he likes to make a lot of his own harmonies himself, but that, because of the texture of it, it was so dense and everything was so identical, you can tell that it was more of like a synthetic harmony just on that line. And the hit delete, I don't remember what it was, but that was a very cool, awkward, again, riff with really clunky large intervals.
Can we hit delete?
Can we hit delete? Was it that? It's so hard to remember. It's a sign that it's unique. It's not just pentatonic delete. Yeah. I mean, anyone can do that. But this is a little bit more crafted.
Can we hit delete?
Okay, there. Can we hit delete? It was the rhythm that made it so awkward, as well as the it was pentatonic, but still the rhythm gave it that
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Can we hit delete? Do you wish that you loved me? It's been so long that I'm forgetting what it feels like, but I'd rather not remind myself and leave it all behind. And I try so hard to fix it up, but nothing seems to help. But I cannot hope to give you what I cannot give myself. Do you wish that you loved me? Small bird. Do you wish that you loved me? Do you wish that you loved me? Oh, whoa. Do you wish that you loved me? Do you wish that you loved me? Small bird. Do you wish that you loved me? Do you wish that you loved me? Oh, whoa.
oh sorry. So I want you to just notice here, why am I so low? There's a moment just now where you can really tell that it was layered, where there's an ever so slight delay when he sang the double.
Do you wish that you loved me?
There's like a really nice like a clacking sound that we haven't had yet.
And I try so hard to fix it up, but
Everything else I think we have already had. It's just coming back now all together. So like the reverse breath and the kind of awkward dry percussion. It also sounds like there's a little bit of processing on his voice now. I think specifically when it's smile back.
small bird.
That sounds like it's got a bit of something going on there, a bit of verb.
Oh, whoa. Do you wish that you loved me?
What he might have done, oh, sorry. Okay. What he might have done for that vocoder synthetic harmony effect is do the, I obviously can't, but he might have done the an octave below as well. So you've got, do you wish that you loved me? And then used maybe the octave below to do the harmonizer, because there was a very pure sounding voice lower down. So that might have been a little strategy. So it didn't sound completely synthetic. But that's so cool. You know, when I was saying earlier about the subtle differences in the frequencies of a double, the subtle differences here were obvious mainly when it was the ch, the transition between do you wish the chew. So if you didn't notice it before, you'll notice it now if you just listen out for the chew.
Do you wish that you loved me?
You hear those difference in transients, because to get the same ch every time would be so hard because it's a kind of long, wet sound. I made myself cringe with that. If it's like t, you can be much more precise. Or d, do you wish that do, that can be really identical. But chew is because of the movement of the tongue. Ch. Someone mentioned that it doesn't sound finished, but it does now, right? Like towards the end, it does sound finished. And isn't that cool? So it was finished all along. They just didn't want to finish us off. Okay, don't say that. You can imagine that they've had a very limited amount of tracks, and they've got certain sounds that they've just sampled and taken out, then brought back, taken out and brought back. So it's simple at all points of the song. And then all of those simple things sort of combine together at the end to form something that is much heavier. Cool. I love it. I love it.